The wrenches are turning, and Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt, is up next.
Coming up next on Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt. Meet a small-town trucker with a big heart and a large love of life. Blaine Asbury lives for his family and driving his long-nosed Pete. Get a hometown tour on Home Time and the Grand Canyon of the East. The future of trucking and transportation is arriving early at the Peterbilt Innovation Center, located in the heart of Silicon Valley. This high-tech team has created the next generation of safety innovations. When it's time for the big game, you need many elements: great food, festive atmosphere, and Dish Outdoors. Tag along as we tailgate with some folks who take tailgating seriously and never miss a big game with Dish Outdoors. And the nighttime is the right time for an old-fashioned truck parade and an invitation-only truck show. We have an all-access pass at the Peterbilt Pride and Class Parade. Ready to ride? Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road starts right here, right now.
Yeah, can I get away here, check that? It's not real good. The first one must be far away from me. Thank you, guys.
Well, modern day cowboys, the kings of the road, crossing this country, carrying the load. We'll get it where you need it to be. All you gotta do is call. It don't matter the distance. We're in it for the long haul. We're in it for the long haul. Yeah. We're in it for the long haul. Yeah.
Welcome to Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt. I'm your host, Dakota Vanderberg. It's time for our lead story. We're taking a Texas-sized road trip.
Heading home, and he simply can't wait.
Getting out in the open country like that, it gives you the good trucking, the old trucking feeling. You're just out, you just cruise. You're just set back with the music cranking and enjoying the ride. Modern day cowboy.
For long-haul trucking driver Blaine Asbury, home is about an hour and a half east of Buffalo, New York, but light years away in terms of a lifestyle.
The county we live in, there's 2 cows to 1 person. It's nothing but country out here. It's all farms, dairy farms. It's just beautiful. Love the hunting. We get all 4 seasons. I got a wife and 3 kids, a 14-year-old, 12-year-old, and 6-year-old daughter. Oh yeah, when I come home, it's nonstop.
On this day, at his country escape tucked away in the woods, Blaine, his family, and his Pete are settling in for some home time.
2015 389. It's got the glider. It's a 6NZ Cat, 18-speed transmission. It's always been my dream truck. Ever since I can remember, I've always wanted a big hood Pete. And I wanted the big stacks, dual breathers, all the lights. Just always been a dream to have the big truck. Now I got it. Got a new toolbox for Christmas this year. Loaded with all the tools. Here, you open that one, show them? Yep.
So the most important thing is that he works hard and sets a good example for our kids and teaches them how to take care of their family by being a hard worker and dedication. He works hard on the road and when he's at home too.
You see, Blaine grew up here in a family of truckers. His dad and mom introduced him to the career, and Blaine's been a truck driving man ever since.
You know, when you start the truck and you hear the engine, idling, it just, I don't know, it just like kind of psychs you up there.
Dad always said you can take blood out of a trucker, but you can't take trucking out of the blood.
Growing up, that's all he wanted to do, didn't he? Any vacation, he was on the road with him. Any time he could be out on the road, he was.
This October sky provides the perfect backdrop for Blaine's son and their New York version of Friday Night Lights. After the game, time for what else? A pizza party. Would you believe a one-of-a-kind pizza topped with chicken fingers?
Back in high school, me and my buddies used to come down here and eat all the time. Chicken finger pizza and chicken finger subs.
One reason Blaine loves to call this part of New York home, the natural beauty. Welcome to the Grand Canyon of the East at Leckworth State Park. Roughly 17 miles long, the park follows the mighty Genesee River and is the perfect place to unwind.
My grandpa was a lieutenant conservation officer, and he got me into it, getting into hunting and fishing. All my cousins and family, we've all grew up camping, and I like going out hiking. It's just breathing in the fresh air. I love being out in nature and wildlife, and just getting out of the truck and stretching.
From rows of corn to roasted corn at dinner, Blaine and his family gather for an old-fashioned campout.
It's heaven on a plate right there.
And Camping 101 begins with how to start a fire. On this Halloween weekend, plenty of tricks to check out. But for Blaine, his treat is to climb back in the cab of his long-nosed Pete and hit the highway. Blaine is one of the best, and he's doing what he loves, turning and earning for long-haul trucking.
That's the other good thing with long haul is he is able to make such a better income that he can afford to come home when he needs to come home.
Don't want to change. I like doing it, and I don't plan on doing anything else, especially now that I've been to long haul. Forever company, that's going to be retired.
When King of the Road roars back, it's back to the future in the heart of Silicon Valley. Discover the latest news from trucking, transportation, and technology. From bacon-wrapped burgers to a marching band and live TV, we'll have the latest news on the best ways to enjoy the big game. There's an old saying in Texas, it takes two to make things right. But this Texas two-step is a husband and wife who drive for long-haul trucking, just the start of their trucker togetherness. Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt, is brought to you by Peterbilt. Class pays. Dish Outdoors. TV in HD, connecting you coast to coast. By Allstate Peterbilt, giving truck operators every advantage, every day. By Quick Draw, the #1 name in rolling tarp systems. And by Extreme Trailers, innovation moving forward.
Hey guys, I'm Dakota Vanderberg, and you're watching Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt.
You are looking at the future of transportation, the PACCAR Innovation Center. Their amazing mission: identify and produce the next generation of emerging technologies that will benefit future trucking performance.
So we have a team of automotive engineers, right, and we focus on different technologies and how to integrate them into PACCAR's business. What's really interesting is it really goes wide, anything from financial tech services, on-truck technologies, off-truck technologies, back office, advanced data analytics.
There's a rich tradition of game-changing innovation for PACCAR and Peterbilt that began more than a century ago. And that same tradition of quality and innovation continues today. The prime location of the PACCAR Innovation Center in Sunnyvale, California, makes it easy to engage the big leagues of the technology world.
The smartest entrepreneurs are here. They start companies, and we try their technology hands-on on a truck. We need to see that that technology is tough enough and good enough to make it on a Peterbilt truck.
Check out one of the advanced computers on site that simulates and runs thousands of potential driving scenarios, all in search of safety.
We can test in the virtual world things that we would never do out in the real world. We can also test a lot faster. We can do thousands or millions of scenarios here overnight in the time that it would take us to do maybe a few dozen out on a test track.
The latest application of 3D printing is starting to make an impact in the trucking world.
So 3D printing allows you to iterate your design very quickly, but it also allows you to have weight savings, use different materials, and produce unique parts that you can't manufacture with more traditional manufacturing methods.
Meet Jeff Stone, a former aerospace engineer.
You don't get a second chance in aerospace, and in a lot of ways you don't get a second chance in automotive. The stakes are high. There's lives at stake.
You know, it's not just an integration with the truck, but it's an integration with all of the other.
Part of the daily grind, keeping tabs on the pulse of the tech world. On this day, a representative from a major European transportation company is eager to collaborate on a new simulation system.
That's a lot of data to move around, number one. Number two.
Later, a local startup is ready for a demo ride.
We'll be meeting a company that has a next-generation LiDAR sensor for seeing in the dark. It uses special lights in order to see precisely where the objects are, how big they are, and how far away they are.
And we don't just focus on the customer's needs right now, but we look at what the customer will need in the future.
At the Innovation Center, solutions to transportation challenges are met head-on.
We think that there's a lot of opportunity here to work with the best tech industries and tech startups. We do believe the next future of technology that will influence trucking and advanced safety systems will come from Silicon Valley.
When King of the Road returns, the folks at Long Haul Trucking have plenty of experience in the art of tailgating the big game, food, festive atmosphere, and live sports in HD. We'll show you how they do it. And just what is a Cajun? We'll hear from two of the best. Our guides, a husband and wife trucking team, living the Cajun dream on 18 wheels with some good food and beyond. Find out how trucking gets better as a combo platter.
I'm Dakota Vandenberg.
And I'm Joe Harowitz.
And you're watching Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road.
Powered by Peterbilt.
As autumn arrives in the Midwest, a combo platter of football and tailgate season is here. But even on this soggy October afternoon, these hardy tailgate fans show no signs of slowing down. For a classic tailgate, most folks have a checklist. First, start with food and plenty of it. You also need a festive atmosphere. But what makes the big game huge is live TV. Fans want to watch the pregame show without missing a stat, and the Dish Outdoors Tailgater makes it possible. While the tailgate rocks on, the folks at Long Haul Trucking also practice the art of tailgating the big game.
Oh, it's the experience. Look at the weather. Getting everybody together, laughing, enjoying the food. We can just break out the grill in the parking lot, take the dish out, boom. Brings the party to us.
Portability. I can take it anywhere. I'll take it off my truck and put it on my motorhome when we go camping.
Well, a party's not a party unless you got TV, buddy.
They receive a variety of full HD channels with no Wi-Fi required. Visit dishformytruck.com to make sure you never miss a play or game again. Still ahead, what would you expect from an invitation-only Peterbilt truck show? The coolest rigs in the USA. We're heading to Denton, Texas, home of Peterbilt for the annual Pride in Class Parade. But first, the colorful world of a long-haul trucking driver. When he parks his rig, he picks up a knife and fork. Bon ton roulette. Please stay tuned. Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt, is brought to you by Peterbilt. Class pays. Blaine Brothers, one family of companies. Everything you need for the road ahead. By LubeTech, accelerating performance. By Long Haul Trucking, running on the power of promises kept. And by AirTabs, more than fuel savers.
Hey guys, I'm Dakota Vandenberg, and you're watching Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt.
There's an old saying in Texas, it takes two to make things go right. But this Texas two-step is a husband-wife combo who drive for Long Haul Trucking.
Me and my wife been on the road together since 2002. Make sure I don't make no mistakes, keep me focused.
Just the start of the trucker togetherness.
Being with him and spending as much time with him as I can, because if I'm at home and he's on the truck, I know that he has to be away from home in order to make the money, right? I'd rather be out here with him.
Greg has his hands on the wheel of their Pete, and Keon keeps the truck clean and takes on all meals prepared on the road.
I really like my space to be real clean and tight. I basically clean up on a daily basis. My bed has to be made, gotta be, I'm dusting.
She sweeps the truck 5-6 times a day. My truck is a 389 Pete, 78-inch sleeper, 2019, 565 horsepower, 18 speed, 342 rears, and I'm sitting on 24.5 tires. It's a nice truck, it's a damn good truck. I love the color, my wife picked out the color. The color of the truck is Bahama blue.
I love it, love it, love it. This particular truck has always been my husband's dream. This is his dream truck. He finally got it.
It's fun to me, make good money at it, and I work for the best company in the United States. Long haul and I, we both have something in common. And I realized that when I joined them, and what we guys common is making money. They like making money, I love making money.
Long haul, the whole company itself, they are very caring. They really, really are concerned about their drivers.
Now, when you think of Houston, Texas, you probably don't think of the natural world. But they've found a Texas town in the shadow of the big city they call home. It's hard to be humble when you live in Humble, Texas. Greg and Keon are proud of their Cajun roots. They grew up in New Orleans and have found a slice of the Big Easy in Humble, Texas.
So we have Wienheimer bread from New Orleans. Bring it in from New Orleans to make our po' boys the most authentic it can be.
That's 100% Cajun up, folks.
Welcome to their fave local Cajun eatery, simply called That One Place. And it's simply Cajun-rific.
I love big flavors, and all Cajun meals have such big flavors. They're bold, they're wild, they're kind of throw you off every time.
Spicy food, that's what Cajun's known for. I think that's a big part of what Cajun is, so definitely the spice.
A Cajun is someone that eats anything that won't eat him.
Back on the road, Greg, Keon, and the Blue Bahama Pete are hauling them to their next adventure and paycheck. Sounds like the perfect combination.
That's about all the time we have left for today. Thanks for watching Long Haul Trucking's King of the Road, powered by Peterbilt. I'm your host, Dakota Vandenberg. Hit us up on social media if you get the chance. And like I always say, we're in it for the long haul.
Please stay in touch online and send us a story idea. We'd love to hear from you and discover why you keep on trucking. But before we go, a trip to Denton, Texas, the home of Peterbilt and the annual one and only Peterbilt Pride in Class Parade.
Well, we're in Denton, Texas. We're at the Peterbilt factory.
This is the 20th year Class Pay's display. 20 years ago, I never would have foreseen this.
We got some really nice classics. We got a couple cab overs. Just a great show, great turnout, good people.
This is a 2019 Ultra Loft Peterbilt. I got to come to the factory last December and watch them put the truck together from the chassis all the way to the bumper. It's got lots of extra space, lots of room for living compared to a smaller truck. I have a refrigerator and a coffee pot. I have a microwave, 2 bunks inside, room to move around and to exercise. It's a great truck. Working for long haul and driving this Peterbilt is just a dream come true.
2018 389 glider kit. We put a Signature 600 in it. Peterbilt's a top class truck out there. They build a good product and they're dependable. And And they got good looking trucks. They're the best looking truck out there. So we're all very passionate about the old style look.
So I grew up around Peterbilts. My dad, ever since I was a little kid, that was his goal, was to have a Peterbilt. And in 1993, I got my first truck, and it was a 359 extended hood, and thought I was king of the road and everything. And loved the models, loved the classic design, and just it's always been Peterbilt.
The parade has turned out to be a great thing for Denton. It seems like everybody, the adults and kids alike, enjoy it, and plus it benefits United Way, which is how we started this.
Check out the Bubble Nose Pete. All the way from Canada, a special edition. From suits to a 7, and one of the largest sleepers.
In the evening, when you want to turn it into a bed, you just take this cushion out of there, and then you move this lever, your bed comes down, and voila, you got a 48-inch mattress.
And here comes the paddy wagon. What a show!